Nicole Mary Kidman, AC, born June 20, 1967, is an Australian actress, producer, and occasional singer. She is the recipient of a number of awards, including an Academy Award, 2 Primetime Emmy Awards, Award, 3 Golden Globe Awards, and the Silver Bear for Best Actress. Kidman began her acting career in Australia with the 1983 film Bush Christmas. She was a lead in Bandits also in 1983. Her breakthrough came in 1989 with the thriller Dead Calm and the television miniseries Bangkok Hilton. In 1990, she made her Hollywood debut in the racing film Days of Thunder, opposite Tom Cruise. She went on to achieve wide recognition with leading roles in the romantic drama Far and Away, 1992, the superhero film Batman Forever, 1995, the crime comedy drama To Die For, 1995, for which she won a Golden Globe Award, and the erotic thriller Eyes Wide Shut, 1999. She received 2 consecutive Academy Award for Best Actress nominations for playing a courtesan in the musical Moulin Rouge, 2001, and for her portrayal of Virginia Woolf in the drama film The Hours, 2002. She won the award for the latter, and received Golden Globes for both films. Kidman continued to star in commercially successful films, including the horror thriller The Others, 2001, and the epic war drama film Cold Mountain, 2003, as she achieved critical acclaim for roles in independent films, including the dramas Dogville, 2003, Birth, 2004, Rabbit Hole, 2010, for which she received a 3rd Best Actress Oscar nomination, and the thriller The Paperboy, 2012. Following a period of critical and commercial failures, Kidman earned a 4th Oscar nomination for playing a troubled mother in the biopic Lion, 2016. She returned to television in 2017 with a highly acclaimed performance as a victim of domestic abuse in the HBO miniseries Big Little Lies, for which she received a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress and Outstanding Limited Series as a producer. Kidman has been a Goodwill Ambassador for UNICEF since 1994 and since 2006. In 2006, Kidman was made a Companion in the Order of Australia, and was the highest paid actress in the motion picture industry for that year. As a result of being born to Australian parents in Hawaii, Kidman has dual citizenship in Australia and the United States. Kidman founded and owns the production company Blossom Films, which produced Rabbit Hole, winner of an Academy Award, and Big Little Lies, winner of 8 Primetime Emmy Awards. Following her divorce from Tom Cruise, Kidman has been married to the singer Keith Urban since 2006. Early life. Kidman was born June 20, 1967 in Honolulu, Hawaii, while her Australian parents were temporarily in the United States on student visas. Her father was Anthony Kidman, 1938 to 2014, a biochemist, clinical psychologist and author, who died of a heart attack in Singapore aged 75. Her mother, Janelle Ann, is a nursing instructor who edited her husband's books and was a member of the Women's Electoral Lobby. Kidman's ancestry includes Irish, Scottish and English heritage. Being born in Hawaii, she was given the Hawaiian name. The inspiration for the name came from a baby elephant born around the same time at the Honolulu Zoo, but the name is also a commonly used Hawaiian name for girls, Hakulani, meaning heavenly star. At the time of Kidman's birth, her father was a graduate student at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. He became a visiting fellow at the National Institute of Mental Health of the United States. Opposed to the war in Vietnam, Kidman's parents participated in anti-war protests while living in Washington, D.C. The family returned to Australia when Kidman was 4 and her mother now lives on Sydney's North Shore. Kidman has a younger sister, Antonia Kidman, a journalist and TV presenter. Kidman attended Lane Cove Public School and North Sydney Girls High School. She was enrolled in ballet at 3 and showed her natural talent for acting in her primary and high school years. She says that she was first inspired to become an actress upon seeing Margaret Hamilton's performance as the Wicked Witch of the West in The Wizard of Oz. Kidman has revealed that she was timid as a child, saying, "I am very shy, really shy. I even had a stutter as a kid, which I slowly got over, but I still regress into that shyness. So I don't like walking into a crowded restaurant by myself, I don't like going to a party by myself." She initially studied at the Phillip Street Theatre in Sydney. At Phillip Street, Kidman studied alongside Naomi Watts, who had attended the same high school. She also attended the Australian Theatre for Young People. Here she took up drama, mime and performing in her teens, finding acting to be a refuge. Owing to her fair skin and naturally red hair, the Australian Sun forced the young Kidman to rehearse in halls of the theatre. A regular at the Phillip Street Theatre, she received both encouragement and praise to pursue acting full-time. Career 1983 to 1994, career beginnings. In 1983, aged 16, Kidman made her film debut in a remake of the Australian holiday season favourite Bush Christmas. By the end of 1983, she had a supporting role in the television series 5 Mile Creek. In 1984, her mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, which caused Kidman to halt her acting to work temporarily while she studied massage so she could help her mother with physical therapy. She began gaining popularity in the mid-1980s after appearing in several film roles, including BMX Bandits, 1983, Watch the Shadows Dance, 1987 aka Nightmaster, and the romantic comedy Wind Rider, 1986, which earned Kidman attention due to her racy scenes. Also during the decade, she appeared in several Australian productions, including the soap opera A Country Practice and the miniseries Vietnam, 1986. She also made guest appearances on Australian television programs and TV movies. In 1988, Kidman appeared in Emerald City, based on the play of the same name. The Australian film earned her an Australian Film Institute for Best Supporting Actress. Kidman next starred with Sam Neill in Deadcom, 1989, as Ray Ingram, playing the wife of a naval officer. The thriller brought Kidman to international recognition. Variety commented, "Throughout the film, Kidman is excellent. She gives the character of Ray real tenacity and energy." Meanwhile, critic Roger Ebert noted the excellent chemistry between the leads, stating, "Kidman and Zane do generate real, palpable hatred in their scenes together." She followed that up with the Australian miniseries Bangkok Hilton. She next moved on to star alongside her then-boyfriend and future husband, Tom Cruise, in the 1990 auto racing film Days of Thunder, as a young doctor who falls in love with a driver. It is Kidman's American debut and was among the highest-grossing films of the year. In 1991, she co-starred with former classmate and friend Naomi Watts and Thandie Newton in the Australian independent film Flirting. Kidman and Watts portrayed two high school girls in this coming-of-age story, which won the Australian Film Institute Award for Best Film. That same year, her work in the film Billy Bathgate earned Kidman her first Golden Globe Award nomination, for Best Supporting Actress. The New York Times, in its film review, called her a beauty with, it seems, a sense of humor. The following year, she and Cruise re-teamed for Ron Howard's Irish epic Far and Away, 1992, which was a modest critical and commercial success. In 1993, she starred in the thriller Malice opposite Alec Baldwin and the drama My Life opposite Michael Keaton. 1995 to 2003, worldwide recognition. In 1995, Kidman appeared in her highest-grossing live-action film, as of 2017, 35, playing Dr. Chase Meridian, the damsel in distress, in the superhero film Batman Forever, opposite Val Kilmer as the film's title character. The same year Kidman starred in Gus Van Sant's critically acclaimed dark comedy To Die For, in which she played the murderous Newcaster Suzanne Stone. Of Kidman's Golden Globe Award-winning performance, Mick LaSalle of the San Francisco Chronicle said brings to the role layers of meaning, intention and impulse. Telling her story in close-up, as she does throughout the film, Kidman lets you see the calculation, the wheels turning, the transparent efforts to charm that succeed in charming all the same. Kidman next appeared in The Portrait of a Lady, 1996, based on the novel of the same name, alongside Barbara Hershey, John Malkovich, and Mary Louise Parker. The following year, she starred in the action thriller The Peacemaker, 1997, as White House nuclear expert Dr. Julia Kelly, opposite George Clooney. The film grossed $110 million worldwide. In 1998, she co-starred with Sandra Bullock in the poorly received fantasy Practical Magic as a modern-day witch. Kidman returned to her work on stage the same year in the David Hare play The Blue Room, which opened in London. Kidman at the 2001 Cannes Film Festival premiere of Moulin Rouge. In 1999, Kidman reunited with then-husband, Tom Cruise, to portray a married couple in Eyes Wide Shut, the final film of director Stanley Kubrick. The film was subject to censorship controversies due to the explicit nature of its sex scenes. The film received further attention following Kubrick's death shortly before its release. After brief hiatus and a highly publicized divorce from Cruise, Kidman returned to the screen to play a mail-order bride in the British-American drama Birthday Girl. In 2001, Kidman played the cabaret actress and courtesan Satine in Baz Luhrmann's musical Moulin Rouge, opposite Ewan McGregor. Her performance and her singing received positive reviews. Paul Clinton of CNN.com called it her best work since To Die For, and wrote as smoldering and stunning as Satine. She moves with total confidence throughout the film. Kidman seems to specialize in Ice Queen characters, but with Satine she allows herself to thaw, just a bit. Subsequently, Kidman received her second Golden Globe Award, for Best Actress in a Motion Picture Musical or Comedy, as well as many other acting awards and nominations. She also received her first Academy Award nomination, for Best Actress. Also in 2001, she had a starring role in Alejandro Amenabar's horror film The Others as Grace Stewart, a mother living in the Channel Islands during World War II who suspects her house is haunted. Grossing over $210,947,037 worldwide, the film also earned several Goya Awards award nominations, including a Best Actress nomination for Kidman. She received her second and fifth Golden Globe nominations. Roger Ebert commented that Alejandro Amenabar has the patience to create a languorous, dreamy atmosphere, and Nicole Kidman succeeds in convincing us that she is a normal person in a disturbing situation and not just a standard-issue horror movie hysteric. Kidman was named the world's most beautiful person by People magazine. In 2002, Kidman won critical praise for her portrayal of Virginia Woolf in Stephen Daldry's The Hours, which stars Meryl Streep and Julianne Moore. Kidman famously wore prosthetics that were applied to her nose, making her almost unrecognizable, playing the author during her time in 1920s England, and her bouts with depression and mental illness while trying to write her novel, Mrs. Dalloway. The film earned positive notices and several nominations, including for an Academy Award for Best Picture. The New York Times wrote that, Miss Kidman, in a performance of astounding bravery, evokes the savage inner war waged by a brilliant mind against a system of faulty wiring that transmits a searing, crazy static into her brain. Kidman won numerous critics' awards, including her first, third Golden Globe, and the Academy Award for Best Actress. As the first Australian actress to win an Academy Award, Kidman made a teary acceptance speech about the importance of art, even during times of war, saying, "Why do you come to the Academy Awards when the world is in such turmoil? Because art is important. And because you believe in what you do and you want to honor that, and it is a tradition that needs to be upheld." Following her Oscar win, Kidman appeared in 3 very different films in 2003. The first, a leading role in Dogville, by Danish director Lars von Trier, was an experimental film set on a bare soundstage. Though the film divided critics in the United States, Kidman still earned praise for her performance. Peter Travers of Rolling Stones magazine stated Kidman gives the most emotionally bruising performance of her career in Dogville, a movie that never met a cliché it didn't stomp on. The second was an adaptation of Philip Roth's novel The Human Stain, opposite Anthony Hopkins. Her third film was Anthony Minghella's war drama Cold Mountain. Kidman appeared opposite Jude Law and Renee Zellweger, playing Southerner Ada Monroe, who is in love with Law's character and separated by the Civil War. Time magazine wrote, Kidman takes strength from Ada's plight and grows steadily, literally luminous. Her sculptural pallor gives way to warm radiance in the firelight. The film garnered several award nominations and wins for its actors. Kidman received her 6th Golden Globe nomination at the 61st Golden Globe Awards for Best Actress. 2004 to 2009, continued success. Kidman in 2004. In 2004 she appeared in the film Birth, which received controversy over a scene in which Kidman shares a bath with her co-star, 10-year-old Cameron Bright. At a press conference at the Venice Film Festival, Kidman addressed the controversy saying, "It wasn't that I wanted to make a film where I kiss a 10-year-old boy. I wanted to make a film where you understand love." Kidman earned her 7th Golden Globe nomination, for Best Actress, Motion Picture Drama. That same year she appeared in the black comedy science fiction film The Stepford Wives, a remake of the 1975 film of the same name. Kidman appeared in the lead role as Joanna Eberhardt, a successful producer. The film, directed by Frank Oz, was critically panned and a commercial failure. The following year, Kidman appeared opposite Sean Penn in the Sidney Pollack thriller The Interpreter, playing UN translator Sylvia Broom. Also that year, she starred in Bewitched, based on the 1960s TV sitcom of the same name, opposite Will Ferrell. Both Kidman and Ferrell earned that year's Razzie Award for Worst Screen Couple. Neither film fared well in the United States, with box office sales falling well short of the production costs, but both films performed well internationally. In conjunction with her success in the film industry, Kidman became the face of the Chanel No. 5 perfume brand. She starred in a campaign of television and print ads with Rodrigo Santoro, directed by Moulin Rouge. Director Baz Luhrmann, to promote the fragrance during the holiday seasons of 2004, 2005, 2006, and 2008. The 3-minute commercial produced for Chanel No. 5 made Kidman the record holder for the most money paid per minute to an actor after she reportedly earned $12 million for the 3-minute advert. During this time, Kidman was also listed as the 45th most powerful celebrity on the 2005 Forbes Celebrity 100 list. She made a reported $14.5 million in 2004 to 2005. On People magazine's list of 2005's highest-paid actresses, Kidman was second behind Julia Roberts, with $16 to $17 million per film price tag. Nintendo in 2007 announced that Kidman would be the new face of Nintendo's advertising campaign for the Nintendo DS game More Brain Training in its European market. Kidman in 2008. Kidman portrayed photographer Diane Arbus in the biography Fur, 2006, opposite Robert Downey Jr. Both Kidman and Downey Jr. received praise for their performances. She also lent her voice to the animated film Happy Feet, 2006, which grossed over $384 million worldwide. In 2007, she starred in the science fiction movie The Invasion directed by Oliver Hirschbiegel, a remake of the 1956 Invasion of the Body Snatchers that proved a critical and commercial failure. She also played opposite Jennifer Jason Leigh and Jack Black in Noah Baumbach's comedy drama Margot at the Wedding, which earned Kidman a Satellite Award nomination for Best Actress, Musical or Comedy. She then starred in the fantasy adventure, The Golden Compass, 2007, playing the villainous Marissa Coulter. In 2008, she reunited with Moulin Rouge. Director Baz Luhrmann in the Australian period film Australia, set in the remote Northern Territory during the Japanese attack on Darwin during World War II. Kidman played opposite Hugh Jackman as an Englishwoman feeling overwhelmed by the continent. The acting was praised and the movie was a box office success worldwide. Kidman was originally set to star in the post-World War II German drama, The Reader, working with previous collaborators Sidney Pollack and Anthony Minghella, but due to her pregnancy prior to filming she had to back out. The role went to Kate Winslet, who ultimately won the Oscar for Best Actress, which Kidman presented to her during the 81st Academy Awards. Kidman appeared in the 2009 Rob Marshall musical 9, portraying the Federico Fellini-like character's muse, Claudia Jensen. She was featured alongside fellow Oscar winners Daniel Day-Lewis, Judi Dench, Marion Cotillard, Penelope Cruz, and Sophia Loren. Kidman, whose screen time was brief compared to the other actresses, performed the musical number Unusual Way alongside Day-Lewis. The film received several Golden Globe and Academy Award nominations, and earned Kidman a 4th Screen Actors Guild Award nomination, as part of the Outstanding Cast. 2010 to 2015, Independent Films and Biopics. Kidman at the 2014 Cannes Film Festival premiere of Grace of Monaco. In 2010, she starred with Aaron Eckhart in the film adaptation of the Pulitzer Prize-winning play Rabbit Hole, for which she vacated her role in the Woody Allen picture You Will Meet a Tall Dark Stranger. Her work on Rabbit Hole earned her critical acclaim, and received nominations for the Academy Awards, Golden Globe Awards, and Screen Actors Guild Awards. Kidman also produced this film. She lent her voice to a promotional video that Australia used to support its bid to host the 2018 World Cup. TV Guide reported in 2008 that Kidman will star in The Danish Girl, a film adaptation of the novel of the same name, playing Lily Elbe, the world's first post-operative transsexual. Screen Daily reported that shooting would begin in Germany in July 2011. However, the project has been delayed.